All right, Shalom. Look at his fucking face. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who were well. And salutation and much love to the Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Osh from Great Millstone, Tampa. Back with another lesson. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. And as you see the title of the video, uh, martial law, aka Jake, the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and that's what's coming. Okay, which I'm gonna play a video here and bring out some articles. Just go in the spirit, but this is coming. All right, Jeremiah 30 verse 7. Oh, fix this. There you go. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, the elect's going to be delivered from these perils that are coming. All right, things are about to get chaotic. As you see, they have already mobilized and federalized these different uh, military troops, different agencies, FBI, ATF, ICE, all working with the police, local police now, and just in DC, Trump has federalized the police, so he's taking control of them. So this is Nero, all right, that cruel Lord, putting in his work, all right, and he's about to bring hell upon you, Jakes, all right, you Israelites. You see how they've been bagging and tagging the Northern Kingdom. Well, now they're gonna start doing it to you, the Southern Kingdom. It was in Isaiah 19 and 4, and the Egyptians. Well, you know what? Let's start at the top because this is what's coming to America. All out bloodshed and chaos, and civil unrest. Isaiah 19 and 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians in the modern day Egypt, or Babylon is likened unto Egypt. Modern day Egypt is here to Babylon, or America. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So we clearly see this brewing up. All right, you got people coming up against the law, coming up against the authority that the cruel Lord is putting through these legislations and uh, giving them the green light to do whatever means necessary, passing these legislations to allow them to do anything they want, pretty much. So that's why these morons are like, oh, I got rights. Where's your warrants at? They don't need a warrant. They got the green light from the president. It's commander in chief. All right, and now the police are gonna be under his authority. It's starting in D.C., but as you're gonna see, it's gonna move to all the major cities. Okay, so hey, another thing, the famine of the word's coming because we're not just they're not gonna allow us to just keep coming out there. Okay, uh, in verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and this place is finished. All right, it is done. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. All right, everybody's trying to figure it out now, going into their idols, trying to seek some answers. But what? That's why scriptures say knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. We know what's going on. These people, oh my God, I voted for Trump. This is not what I voted for. Or why is Trump doing this? And they don't understand. The average American has no clue what's really going on. You know, you got all these doomsday preppers and YouTubers that get up on the internet and try to point out things that are going on and try to oh well, this might happen, that might happen. We're telling you 100% this is what's going to happen. All right, this is it. This is the prophecies of the Lord speaking. Habakkuk chapter 2 says, for the Lord, well, I will get it in a second. Verse 19 and 4, Isaiah 19 and 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and that's your boy DJ Trump. And the fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem shall have hosts. So the Lord has given you Muppets over to this guy, the cruel Lord, and he's ruling over you fiercely. All right, he's coming with great wrath. All right, because the devil coming with great wrath because he knows he has but a short time. Okay, they spoke like a lamb. Oh, so like, yeah, yeah. He's speaking like a dragon. That's what I mean. All right, he coming with the draconian measures, and you're seeing it. It's playing out. So let's just go ahead and play some of this, and then we'll break it down as it goes on.
The process begins right now. It actually started over the weekend. We confronted a lot of very bad people, but it's going to be something that will be pretty.
So when he's talking about you bad people, he's talking about you Israelites. Because here it is. There's threats of sleeper cells from other countries, right? From China, Iran, Russia, so on and so forth, that immigrated here during these last 5 years when the border was a free for all. But no, 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 that's not who they're looking for. They're looking for you niggas in spics, raiding restaurants, going to the farms, right? They're not going finding no gooks or getting no Taliban. It's you people, you Israelites are the face of the crime, right? That's why he enacted this act. I forgot what it was called, the Homeland something Act. He enacted it because of you niggas. Now he's sending FBI, ICE, police department, ATF, DEA through the hoods and to pick up Mexicans, illegals. In Northern Kingdom, getting tossed into vans never to be seen again. And now it's turning up. Again, this is coming to every city. Okay? Well, let me let it keep playing. Well, let me get this first, actually. Because this is second Ezra 15, second Ezra 16. Okay? Jeremiah 30, Daniel chapter 12. This is what's taking place right now. So let me get to the point. It says second Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." And that's what's taking place, man. And in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. But let me read that in the GNT. Got it right here in hard copy. Because there's about to be an uprising. All these MAGA people and everybody really is starting to see like this guy's leading us to take our rights away from us. He's trying to put us on lockdown or martial law. And again, that's why they're not grabbing up the migrants from China and Iran, because they're allowing them to stay here so they can do this Black Swan event. But this is the spirit of the Lord coming down upon you Israelites, because the time of Jacob's trouble, man. So let me read that in the GNT, second Ezra 15. I'm gonna go to verse 15. It says, "The war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations," and that's literally happening as we speak right now. All right, there's war. All right, war is broken out throughout the world. Okay, just because you don't see it, don't mean it's not happening. Just because you people is scrolling through TikTok and scrolling through social media all day and have no fucking clue what's going on. Well, now it's about to come to your doorstep when them troops come banging down that door, or they see you. Jake's posted up on the block and they just start grabbing them up, and soon it's gonna get to where they're gonna start shooting you. Because remember, it's gonna be sedition. It's gonna be people ain't just gonna lay down and take it. People are getting sick of it. There's already looting. There's already chaos erupting, protest against this. But Donald Trump has already given them the green light to do whatever means necessary. That's in his the legislation that he just passed, giving authority to these guys. All right, ICE and the other agencies, and now the police is going to be militarized as well. It says, verse 16, second Ezra 15 and 16 in the GNT, "There will be great political turmoil." That's what we're seeing, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. So that's what's coming. There will be no access. This is verse 17. "There will no longer be free access to the cities." And this is also expediting the MOTB. Let's go back to the King James. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So this is coming. All right. Great chaos is coming. to America. It's no longer you're gonna see it on CNN News, people being bombed and people starving to death. Now it's coming to America. Going to complete martial law. Oh yeah, look at that dictator over there in Iraq. Look at the dictator over there in North Korea. Look at the dictator over here. Look at the dictator over here killing all his citizens. Well, now you're about to experience that here in America.
Amazing to you as you watch it. And I think most of you say, oh, it's a beautiful thing to do it right. We're going to be removing homeless encampments from all over our parks, our beautiful, beautiful parks, which
Yeah, get rid of those undesirables, right? Get rid of those bums. Good riddance. And you know what? Good for them. They should, and they've been doing that around the U.S. over the last couple of years, and this now has been increasing, even out here in Tampa. Just get rid of them. And you know what? They've been some of the biggest scoffers. Okay, so lock it. They've been some of the biggest scoffers. All right, that we've had to deal with.
now a lot of people can't walk on. They're very dirty, got a lot of problems. But we've already started that. We're moving the encampments away, trying to take care of people. Some of those people, we don't know how they even got there.
Yeah, some of them people, we don't even know how they got there. Just get rid of them. Throw them, send them to Guantanamo Bay or Alligator Alcatraz.
Some of those people are from different countries, different parts of the world. Nobody knows who they are. They have no idea, but they're there. Getting rid of the people from underpasses and public spaces from all over the city.
Yeah, see, he's not referring to no gooks. Ain't no. When is the last time you ever seen a homeless Asian person? A homeless Arab? You let me know.
Many places that they can go, and we're going to help them as much as you can help, but they'll not be allowed.
You heard that? They're gonna help you, right? Yeah. What is that? Second Ezra? No. Sirach, chapter 12. He's gonna help. You heard him. You heard him. He's gonna help you. Yeah, he's gonna help you. All right. He gonna help you right off the cliff. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. Okay, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his wrath hath not been altogether wiped away. See, he went on a campaign, I'm gonna make America great again. A bunch of Latinos voted for him, even niggas. And now look, you're finding out that he's a devil. Where's the point I wanted though? Just near the end. Here it is. Like, yeah. Okay. Verse 17, Sirach 12 and 17. If adversary come upon thee, and adversary is coming upon you people, thou shalt find him there first. Yeah, and they're going to be there to prevent or provide the solution via this chip. Wait till all this is going down. Chaos is in the streets. People are going to start begging for peace and safety. He's going to be there to pretend to help you. It says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head, and clap his hands, and whisper much, and change his countenance. He ain't going to help shit. He's trying to kill you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's what he's talking about in this video.
To turn our capital into a wasteland for the world to see. The Metropolitan Police Department and the federal authorities will be supported in the effort, a really big effort. The 800 DC National Guardsmen that we'll put on, and much more if necessary, much more. You remember I said, I offered 10,000 once. Remember I said to a certain person, who I thought always was highly overrated, not very competent. But I said, if you need them, we'll give you 10,000 of the military or the National Guard. They turned me down. But if necessary, we're going to move service members directly to joining the Guardsmen. And that'll take place very rapidly, and that'll be done in conjunction with Pam and with Pete and everybody else. Washington, D.C. should be one of the safest, cleanest, and most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. And we're going to make it that. We're going to make it safe. We're going to make it smart. We're going to make it beautiful. So beautiful.
You heard that? They're going to make it safe, and they're going to make it smart. They're preparing for the mark of the beast. Say, what does he mean by smart? Well, smart cities. For the MOTB. It's right here unveiling in front of everybody's face. Everybody thought we was crazy. They thought people, oh, Jacob's Trouble is gonna be gay. The mark of the beast is a potato chip. The mark of the beast is sleeping with white women. Blah blah blah. Now it's here. Okay, now it's happening, and you can't say a damn thing about it unless you agree with it. That's all you can do. Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and it's literally speaking. Okay? The prophecies are speaking. They're telling you what they're gonna do. But we guess what? You heard it here first at Great Millstone. The prophets of the Lord told you first. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, and it's here.
We're in the world, and we're going to make it that. We're going to make it safe. We're going to make it smart. We're going to make it beautiful. So beautiful. Some of the buildings, we're going to add to it. You see what we've done at the White House. The White House is a whole different building. I do that in my part-time because it's a natural instinct as a real estate person. I was very good at that, and I was very good at fixing things up. I like fixing things up. You see what's happening. The marble floors are being reinstalled, renovated, fixed. The whole place is becoming very beautiful. We're going to be adding a magnificent, and I think, frankly, fixing the crime with the pros, fixing the crime is easy too.
Yeah.
The person who I've
And who's the ones committing the crimes out there? Is you Jakes. So they're not worried about the terrorists, all right, the sleeper cells that are here in America. They're worried about you niggas and spics. You're the problem. We got to get you out of here. Not these, these foreign people that come here, with what's the word? They're coming here to destroy you people. Jake comes here. They migrate here to get a job and send money back to take care of their family. These gooks, these Iranians, these Russians that have come and fluxed in here, they come here to hurt you people. And guess what? They're gonna allow it because this is all a plan. It's all an agenda. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay.
known for a long time, and she's been incredible. She was a fantastic, one of the best ever district attorneys in New York. She was in. We ever complained about that, but she was tough. Along with a couple of other of my friends on it, and I'd like to speak for just a few seconds on what she has in mind. What she
General and all my partners here. We all want the same thing. We all want a safe city. We want a safe capital. We want to be able to bring our families here. We want to be able to come and enjoy them.
And who's doing the mugging and the raping and the shooting? See, they're telling you that they want to get rid of you niggas and spics. Because DC is ghetto. You go out, you take the wrong turn, you're going to be in the hood. And again, this is, I don't know if it's in this video, but this is coming to more than one city. This will be the face of America very soon, where Trump takes over the police department and sends agencies such as the FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, all right, and more to help the police and mobilize National Guard, okay, Marines to your city. And wait till they start coming door to door. People must have forgot what happened during the Boston bombing. How they were kicking down doors.
History that makes this place great. And unfortunately, we are not in that position right now. And Mr. President, I want to thank you for taking the step that we need right now to make criminals understand that they are not going to...
Home Rule Act, that's what it was called. Let's go back. Trump invokes Home Rule Act on Washington, D.C.
Criminals understand that they are not going to get away with it anymore. And I'm not going to stand here and go over and over the cases. But what I can tell you is this.
See, they're not going to take it no more. Sick of it. They don't even want to go over the cases because they know if they start going over the cases, they're going to have to put the face on it. So they're trying to do this subtly. Remember, Esau's a cunning hunter.
I see too much violent crime being committed by young punks who...
Young punks. You might as well just said young niggas, the YNs. That's what they talk about. You see, the Southern Kingdom thought they were just gonna sit back and watch the Northern Kingdom, the Mexicans and the El Salvadorians get deported and beat up, thrown in the vans, and now it's your turn. Now you about to get it, just like the Syrians, right? The Syrian captivity took the northern kingdom first. Well, is the modern day Assyrians right here. Then he coming for the southern kingdom. And this is happening. It started on Monday. So we'll see how worse it gets. This was probably like a couple of days ago, this actual speech. What was it? 2 days ago, so Monday.
Think that they can get together in gangs and crews and beat the hell out of you or
Thugs. But they can do it. See, as long as you got the okay from the president, you can be a gang and a thug and beat people up and kidnap them, do what you want with them.
and beat the hell out of you or anyone else. They don't care where they are. They can be in DuPont Circle, but they know that we can't touch them. Why? Because the laws are weak. I can't touch you if you're 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and you have.
See? The Lord's putting a cold spirit on these devils to come down with great wrath to beat that shit out of all you Israelites, except for the elect. All right? She don't care. The 15, 13, 12, 8, Ezekiel 9 and 6. Oh, so like 9 and 4. And Yahweh Shemal Shai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, and that's what these troops are doing, right? Through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So the Lord's gonna protect us from all this mayhem, all right, this orchestrated chaos that's coming. Of course, some of the elect will be caught up and cast into prisons and possibly be beheaded. But the Lord is going to deliver his elect. All right. It's time for the Lord to show his power. All right. And this is those that have this mark are going to be exempt from the judgments that are coming. Okay. And that's why the famine of the word, the Spirit's going to tell us when not to go to camp no more. And that'll be the week, Gerger troops out there waiting for us, But no, the Lord's going to guide us, as the second Ezra 16 says. The Lord's our guide. It says, verse 5, and to others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. And that's what these troops, all right, these thugs, masked up thugs are doing. They're not having pity. They're not sparing nobody. They don't care if you're a citizen or not. Okay, it says slay and wait till the green light has been given by Trump to use whatever force means necessary to get the job done. Say slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. See, so you Israelites out here that playing games with the word of the Lord, you best believe they coming for you too. All you that signed a 501c charter and all this, and you going out there in the Million Man March or all over the internet on podcasts, and you go out there to the Trump rallies and niggas beating drums and shit. Oh yeah, they know where you at, and you know what? They know where we're at. But guess what? We believe and trust in Yahweh Shemal Shai. We'll be taken care of, whatever comes towards our way. Hey, somebody got to have abundance. That's what the scriptures say. My servant shall eat.
A gun. I convict someone of shooting another person with an illegal gun on a public bus in the chest, intent to kill. I convict him, and you know what the judge gives him? Probation. Says you should go to college. We need to go after the DC Council and their absurd laws. We need to get rid of this concept of no cash bail. We need to recognize that the people who matter are the law-abiding citizens.
Yeah. And what's the law? What they say goes. The Constitution has been thrown out the window, if you didn't know. And you heard she said no cash bonds. So what they're moving towards is being held indefinitely. If you get tossed into a van, you ain't getting no court date. You ain't getting your bail set. None of that. You're gonna be in the slammer or in a concentration camp, Alligator Alley, wherever the hell they put your ass in FEMA camps. And remember, we said this long ago, beginning with the elder apostles, and everybody thought we was conspiracy theories, we're nuts. And now look, FEMA's setting up, which they've been set up, camps all around, but now they're building more. That was part of the big, beautiful bill, okay? Give 70 something billion to ICE and the rest of these agencies to build more, build back better, build bigger prisons. But if you go into it, Alligator Alcatraz, who funds it? FEMA. They just not calling them FEMA camps.
And it starts today. But it's not going to end today because the president is going to do everything we need to do.
Yeah, so they put a 30-day period of him taking DC, the police, all right, because you see at the bottom, Trump places DC police under direct federal control, and he's sending the 700, 800 Coast Guard or a National Guard. They said it's going to be for a 30-day period, but I have an article here. This is going to be indefinite. Trump floats circumventing Congress to maintain control of DC police. And then this is going to happen all over the U.S. Every major city where there's camps, every major city in every state is going to have this. Okay? The president must secure congressional approval to extend the 30-day federal takeover. Yeah. This is the rule, the cruel Lord. He don't give a shit what Congress got to say. The Home Rule Act. Okay, so that's pretty much, we don't really need to go into that. Just wanted to show you that article. It's not going to be no 30 days. This is going to get a lot worse. And remember, there's a Black Swan event coming, so that's why they're already mobilizing the troops, right? Because they already know that they're gonna have to dispatch them eventually when this Black Swan event or the terrorist attack happens, crisis. Well, guess what? The troops are already in place to patrol the streets. Everybody need to stay inside. It's dangerous. There's killers out there. It's blame it on Iran, blame it on whoever. We're very close to the mark of the beast being implemented, the hour of temptation. Just wait till a crisis comes, which is coming very soon. And World War III is already blooming. Very soon, men are about to get drafted. What are you? You don't want to fight for your country? Well, you must be with them. And this is gonna go for all these people, Edomites, you 2/3. See, the devil's coming down with the sword. He's swinging that.
To make sure that these emboldened criminals understand, we see you, we're watching you, and we're going to change the law to catch you. And my final note is that.
Hear that? They're going to change the laws to catch you. That's what I'm saying. What is a law-abiding citizen? Well, the laws are about to be changed. They're already changed. They're changing as we speak. She just said it. Let's run it back 5 seconds. She said they're going to change the laws.
We see you, we're watching you, and we're going to change the law to catch you. And my final note.
Gotcha. There you go. These devils are telling you what they're doing.
This. These kids understand that the jurisdiction is through the state attorney general, Brian Schwab. I did a poster of the young man from Doge who was beaten bloody with a severe concussion, a broken
boo-hoo
nose. And then I did a poster of what happens to those kids because I can't arrest them, I can't prosecute them. They go to family court and they get to do yoga and arts and crafts. Enough. It changes today.
See now they're pretty much they're saying that it's not hard. The punishment that we got on niggas and spics isn't harsh enough. We got to do more. That's what they're saying. We need to punish these criminals, these thugs, these niggas. That's what they're really saying. They're not talking about some dude from India or some dude that from migrated here from Syria.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome. Thank you. If I could, I just signed some executive orders. I'd like to have Will please come up and we'll let the people know what we signed. You want to put them down?
Yes, sir. A short while ago in the Oval Office, President Trump signed 2 crucial executive actions to deal with the emergency crime conditions we currently face in the District of Columbia. The first of these was an executive order, as President Trump said before, invoking his powers under Section 40 of the Home Rule Act to take federal control of the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Along with that executive order, President Trump signed the statutorily required notification letters to Mayor Bowser and to the relevant House and Senate committee leaders. The second major executive action that President Trump signed was a presidential memorandum directing the Secretary of Defense to utilize the National Guard to address the conditions we see on our streets here in D.C. It also authorized the Secretary of Defense to work with state governors to utilize their National Guard units if necessary as well.
So they said state governors. So this is coming to a city near you very soon. And they're going to start going door to door. You best believe that. Looking for criminals. Looking for terrorists. 2nd Ezra 16 and I'll start at 68 says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision." So even if you consent, you're a law-abiding citizen, you're still gonna be held in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Yeah, even if you get down with this new system that they're coming with. See, because all these things that are happening, all these natural disasters, the wars, the things here with Trump's executive orders. Guess what? The economy's still gonna collapse. The new system, digital frontiers coming. World War. See, so hey, the prophecy is popping like popcorn. If you're actually watching and you're measuring the times diligently, you know what time it is. It says, "For there, where was I? For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." Yeah, again, they're chiefly coming for you Israelites, man. That's what because Esau knows who he needs to get. He needs to get the ones that fear the Lord, and he's willing to take everybody down with him, even his own people. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That's going to happen to not every, but that's going to happen to a lot of Americans, even if they don't fear the Lord. And the executive orders are being passed as we speak. Let's see what it says in the GNT here for 71. It says the attackers will act like wild people. They will plunder and destroy without pity all those who still fear the Lord. So you're going to have to fear your god Nero, right? Because you go back to the emperors, they wanted to be looked at as gods. You do what I say, fear me. Then verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, and they're here, but I will deliver you from the same. So we're not worried. You got people bugging out, oh, my breaking news, dude, my Trump is betraying his country, blah, blah. Well, we told you. Don't throw your MAGA hat out now. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. I'll come back to that.
These are bold, decisive steps intended to combat the out-of-control crime conditions we've seen on D.C. streets for far too long. And I, for one, am deeply proud to be part of an administration that's finally coming to terms with these issues, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. So, just to conclude, Washington, D.C. should be one of the safest, cleanest, most beautiful places anywhere in the world. It was years ago. We had one problem, that was a pretty big problem. The radical left got out of control and they started trying to rip down statues, and I said,
wait a minute, what happened to January 6th? What happened with the insurrection? That was in the Capitol. That was in DC.
go pass a law real fast, we're gonna do it real fast, but we were blocked by the
And as a matter of fact, this nigga pardoned the ones that got arrested.
Democrats who do not want safety. Nobody gets it. I don't get it. They don't get it. Because they can't get votes. I don't know how they can win an election with this, but they don't want safety. And I found an old statute, very old, early 1900s, that said if you so much as touch or even think about destroying a statue.
You even think about it. So they're not even, again, they're the part of the legislation they had passed for the funding and the giving authorization to ICE and the different agencies. Part of it said that they can detain you without cause. Okay, they don't need search warrants. They don't need probable cause. All right, they got the green light from this nigga, and they don't care what you think or what your rights are. I got rights. I got rights. I'm a citizen. Where's your warrant? They're just gonna smack you in the face and throw you in the van. Hit you in the back of the head with an M16.
Or a monument in Washington, D.C., you go to jail for 10 years with no probation, no anything. Nothing slightly different than we have today. Today we have cashless bail. There you get jail 10 years. No curtailed sentence, 10 years. And we took it out. Nobody used it. It was never used because, it was harsh. And you remember
Yeah, it's harsh. And now he's got to be harsh. Let's go to Revelation. Spake. Oh, let's pull it off. Revelation 13:11. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. He had the Democrats and the Republicans, or in the ancient Roman Empire, the patricians and the plebeians, I believe. And he spake as a dragon. So let's go to that word, dragon, because you just heard him. He said it's harsh. We're gonna be harsh.
Started to rip down. It's harsh.
There you go.
And
And he wants to bring them harsh laws back. Make America great again. Remember that. This is what it entails. Being harsh on you niggas and spicks. Dracon. Serpent. Set name for Satan. Yeah, well, there he goes. There goes the Satanist right there. The spawn of Satan. Esau, Edom. Oh, where's the root? Draco. That's what it was. Well. The mythical monster. Okay, whatever. Draconian measures. That's what I need to look up. Come on, man. The dragon is fierce, you know? The devil. Let me do this. Draconian measures. And there's a lot going down, all right, with Russia. It's supposed to be meeting on Friday. What do draconian measures mean? Draconian measures refers to laws, rules, or actions that are extremely harsh, severe, and often oppressive. The term originates from Draco, an Athenian lawgiver from the 7th century BC. There we go. Oppressiveness, lack of proportionality, severity. So Draco, in the Greek, what did it say? Draco from the 7th century, so BC. So there you go. That's what this nigga's bringing. I was wondering there was something else here. It's all good.
They started to rip down the statue of Abraham Lincoln. I said, that's a tough one to rip down.
Yeah, whatever.
Immediately we had it updated, we made it, and it was an amazing sight, beautiful sight. Problem we ever had. You know, that was the last problem that we ever had with the statues. They were going, they make you sound a little bad. So I won't put myself in that position. I won't put you in that position. Because I think everybody agrees with what we're doing today. But when I saw that thing, it was like a miracle. Everybody left. They were gone. It was huge. And even in the name George Washington in California, numerous category. But they've gotten out of that. But we have people that love this country, and we're going to fix it with crime, and we're going to also, as we're doing that, we're going to start doing things that we know how to do, that I know how to do better than anybody, I guess, because of my experience from previous life.
Yeah, bankruptcy. That's what he knows how to do.
But not only are we stopping the crime, we're going to clean up the trash and the graffiti and the grime and the dirt and the broken marble panels and all of the things they've done to hurt this.
See, these people are this is just the actor. They're not building up America. They're not gonna make it look pretty for visitors. This is just a ruse, okay? A disguise, a Trojan horse, if you will. Okay? That's what it is. This is what this whole situation's all really about. Trojan horse. Trojan horse in Greek mythology is a large wooden horse that the Greeks used to infiltrate the city of Troy. Okay? So this is what it is. They're about to bring a siege upon you people, and they dressed it up as with the Trojan horse as in, oh, we need to make the country beautiful again and stop the crime and get rid of the graffiti and blah blah blah.
City. And we're gonna restore the city back to
Again, like we read, never trust thine enemy.
the gleaming capital that everybody wants it to be. It's gonna be something very special. All of these people are really tough. Can I shake your hand, Gary, please? You're gonna be so important here. You're gonna be, no, I think you're gonna do a fantastic job. And everybody in this room, they may not, but we'll let you stay anyway. You're taking it, please.
Mr. President, thank you so much. Can you talk about how personal of an issue this is? You talked about flying over the Washington Monument and seeing the pride of what DC is. And do you believe that the status of the city, the cleanliness, the way that crime is low, is a direct reflection on how the country is run?
Yeah, I do. I think the Capitol, look, everyone comes here. They're all coming. All the leaders, they're all wanting to come.
Yeah, whatever.
Percent they didn't pay 5%.
That's enough of his stupidity. So let's just finish off on here. Second Ezra 16 again, in verse start back at 74, because we don't have nothing to worry about, brothers and sisters. If you truly believe, keep the faith and trust in the Lord. He got us. All these things that are coming is for the wicked. Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins, and that's the 2/3. They're not being acquitted of their sins. That's why the Lord's about to punish them with the enemy, and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. That's pretty much the point I wanted. But again, this is for the wicked. These things that are coming are for the wicked. Was it Sirach 30? Is that 39? Oh, let's type it in. It's Sirach 39 or 40. Okay, 40. Sirach 40 and start at verse 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. 8. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall be destroyed. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. Here we go. So all these things that are coming are for the wicked. And the Lord's going to protect his elect and deliver them. Now it's time for the Lord to deliver his elect. All right. They've been killed over the generations, mocked, spit on, humiliated, hated. Like the Lord said, you'll be hated by all men for my name's sake. Okay. But these things that are coming, all these things that you see in death and destruction worldwide, natural disasters, wars, famines, okay, earthquakes, all these things are for the wicked. And rightfully so. End off on one last scripture. One of my favorite. Mark 13 and 13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, hey, Kahala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who were well. And much love and salutation to the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Continue to watch, pray, fast, do what you need to do to get in good graces with the Lord, because the time is short. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven's at hand. Repent or die. We at the end of this thing. So with that, Shalom and Moak Lababal.